Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a spring look, and this is just kind of an easy look. I've got some sort of glowy skin going on, some blush, which I just think is really cute for spring. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I'm actually going to do my brows on camera for once. Usually I just do them off camera, but whoa! And that is exactly why, because usually there's some kind of disaster, like my pencil literally breaking the second I turn the camera on. So we're not going to use this, we're going to use something else. That's so annoying. As a bonus, I can't even find any pencils now. So I'm going to fill them with powder, which wasn't my intention, but whatever. I'm going to show you my kind of current brow routine, but that involves using a pencil. And I can't find one right now. So we're just going to do powder, and then I'll show you the other product that I've been using for my brow routine. So the other reason why I don't film my brows in on camera is because it literally takes me much longer than I think it does, and then I start and I'm like, how long have I been filming for? So I've probably cut a little bit of it out, but all I did was fill them in with some brow powder and a little fine brush like that. And then next I'm going to go in with this Refi Beauty brow gel. This is quite new to me, but I have really been liking it. It's quite different to other brow gels that I've used. Most of the ones I use are tinted, and that's usually what I like, but again, I haven't tried this over the top of a powder, so I don't know when this became an experimental video. But we're experimenting now a little bit, but I'm sure it will be fine. So I've been using this over the top of pencil, not powder. It does have a slight white tint to it, so what I do is I try and clean a bit of the brush off on the side. Possibly it could be a good thing if this had a slightly smaller brush, because I can imagine if you had quite fine brows you'd find this quite hard to apply. Like, I can just about get away with it. I mean, my brows, I would say they're medium sized. They're not huge, but they're not too thin. They used to be when I was younger, and I used to try and pluck them loads, because I thought that's just what everyone did. But yeah, no, that looks fine over the top of a powder. And I really like the feathered brow, but I can't do it too messy because it just doesn't suit me. So I fluff them up a little bit, and then I just sort of play with them until they look kind of a little bit fluffed up and a bit feathered. But if they're fully like stuck up, my brow hair's quite long, so they'd literally be like up here. So I'm going to go in with this Too Faced Do You like Glowy Primer, because I really want to just have super glowy skin today, which is basically every day for me. But because we're doing like a spring look, let's make it nice and fresh and glowy. And I'm just going to use my hands to blend that in. Use my hands, use my fingers. It almost has a bit of a tint to it. Almost gives you like a really subtle like tan, like very, very subtle. I think it's just because it's kind of bronzy. So next I'm going to shake it up first. I'm going to use this YSL. This is the more luminous foundation. I've got the shade B20. Let's see how that works out. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to blend this in with a, what have I got? I've got this Beauty Bay brush, but you can literally use any buffing brush. Mine looks really dirty, but I think it's just a bit stained. So I'm going to apply this with the brush, and then I'll probably go back over the top with a sponge as well. This foundation is really nice, makes your skin look nice and healthy, and it's glowy but without being like super, super dewy, which I like. I'm going to go ahead and use this Smashbox Studio Skin Concealer. I don't know why I literally couldn't read that then. This is in Light Cool Peach. I'm literally scraping the last bit of this out, but it is such a good concealer. Literally, there's like the tiniest bit left in there. And I'm going to pop a little bit of that on the lid as well, just to brighten it up a little bit. Okay, so just set my face with the Milk Makeup Blur Powder. I literally use that powder every single day. So I'm kind of making this up as I go along, a little bit. So I think I'm going to start out with this sort of transition shade from the James Charles and Morphe palette. It's just like a really light, slightly warm toned matte brown, and I'm just going to start by putting that in the crease. I'm using a Spectrum B06 brush, which I use all the time for my crease when I'm doing eyeshadow. So I'm just adding some of that same brown colour onto the outer corner, and I've put some on the lower lash line as well. I'm smoking it out quite a lot because I want this to look really nice and blended, and then we're going to put something nice on the eyelid. So I've just primed the lid with some NYX glitter primer, and I'm going to take this sort of darker gold and this lighter gold, and I'm going to mix them together, and I'm going to sort of blend them onto the lid, but I'm kind of not doing it like really specifically like how I usually do, you know, we sort of pack it on only exactly where I've put the glue. I'm sort of blending it because I want to create this kind of all over shimmer, which I know people wouldn't usually do that. Usually it's like matte in the crease, shimmer on the lid, but I just think this is a nice look for just a bit of a different style of makeup. You don't have to do it the same way every single time. I'm not bringing the shimmer right the way up, I'm just sort of making sure that it covers almost everywhere that we put that matte colour, or at least on the inside corner. I hope that makes sense. And I'm literally just mixing between those two shades, and I'm just building it up and packing it on, and I'm sort of tapping to sort of blend it so they don't have any bits where it's a little bit uneven or anything. So I would do a brown liner with this look, but for some reason I literally cannot find my brown liner anywhere. So we're going to do a black liner instead, but I'm not going to do like a really dramatic wing. I'm going to do it more sort of like really following just the shape of the eye, keeping it quite natural. There's the mascara on. I didn't apply it super thick. I tried to keep my lashes a little bit more spaced out and fluffy looking, because this is overall like not like a super dramatic look. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pop on some blush and maybe like a little bit of highlight. So I've got this Tarte blush in the shade Thrilled. I'm trying to kind of use this up. I've had this a little while, but if you've ever used the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes, you know that they are literally indestructible when it comes to trying to use them up. Oh, I've got a bit of black fluff on my face. So I'm just going to apply that quite high up on the cheeks as well, and kind of give the face a bit of a lift. And literally almost bring it up onto the temple a little bit. You don't have to take it up that high if you don't like it. I just think it suits my face shape and kind of the overall look that we're going for. I have actually popped on a little bit more mascara. I used some of the Maybelline Sky High. I really like this just for getting really separated lashes. I just wanted to separate sort of my outer corner lashes. If you haven't seen my review on that mascara, it's only a few videos back on my channel. I love it. So next I'm going to go in with some highlighter. I'm going to use the shade Pillow Talk by Ofra. I haven't used this one in ages, but it's so pretty. And it's kind of like a nice like pinky spring colour. And it's very reflective, as you can see. So I kind of like pack a little bit on. I just almost hit myself in the lip. I kind of pack a bit on and then really blend it in. It's very pigmented, so if you do go overboard, sometimes I just put a little bit of powder over the top. As a last little step, I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Diamond Milk Lip Gloss. This is brand new to me. I have used loads of other shades before, but this one is new. I keep seeing it on people and I'm like, it looks so nice, so I bought it obviously. It's like a glittery, it's like clear but with a glitter to it. Oh my gosh, it looks really white on camera. Oh, okay. Once I put my lips together, it's fine. I was like, we're not going to have a white lipstick moment, not today. Okay, so I did layer a bit of the shade Fussy over the top, only because it was a little bit too white for me. I think it'd be fine over the top of another colour, so this might be a good one if you're sort of out and about and you just kind of want to top up with something like a bit of a layer over the top of a lipstick. I do still like it, but I think for me personally, I'll probably use the more pinky toned ones more. Yeah, maybe just have to play around with it, but it looked a little bit too pale on me. I think if you had more dramatic eyes and you had that on, that would look really nice though. We are done with this look. If you want to add on some setting spray, you totally could. So I just wanted to do kind of a light, fun kind of makeup look. You know, it's quite nice for spring. It's not super too much going on, quite simple and just nice to wear sort of casually, or you could even sort of spice this up a little bit if you wanted to wear it for a night out or something. You know, you could change out the lip colour, whatever you wanted to do. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!